it's me, host Superstar, the very much tuned in. Look what I got. It's Ghost Spider. Now, they've called her Ghost Spider on here, but I know this character better as Gwenom. This is when the Venom symbiote gets hold of Gwen Stacy, or Ghost Spider, or Spider Gwen, whatever you want to call her, and basically takes over her and she becomes Gwenom. That's how I remember it anyway. There is a story arc called Gwenom as a part of Spider-Gwen, I think it's volume 5. But yeah, basically Gwenom, or Ghost Spider, is obviously the Gwen Stacy of a different universe that actually became her own Spider-Woman in her own right. Now, the recent change in her name is obviously because no other Spider character has their names. It's not Spider Parker, is it, or Spider Peter? So they gave her the new name of Ghost Spider in keeping with her powers, as well as in the storyline. I believe there was it was just before the Spider-Geddon storyline, or about that time, when Miles Morales saw Ghost Spider for the first time. Not first time, but it's like since she went missing, and he believed he saw a ghost, so the new name of Ghost Spider stuck. But yeah, so they've gone ahead and used the name Ghost Spider. I think that's just to reinforce the new name, because it is relatively new for the character, and most people do still call her Spider-Gwen. But yeah, this is actually Gwenom. And it even states on the back with the write-up, lovely artist rendering shot there of the figure, but on the write-up it even states, Ghost Spider. When the Venom symbiote attaches to Gwen Stacy, she gains extra new powers as Ghost Spider. Well, Gwenom is the actual official name, I believe. And then the builder figure is VenomPool. If you haven't seen the VenomPool review yet, please go ahead and check it out. We've also reviewed Carnage, we've reviewed Morbius, and we've reviewed the Venom figure from this series and the BAF, the VenomPool. So make sure you do go ahead and check out those reviews. Right, guys, let's go ahead and break her out of the packaging. So yeah, in the kids' TV series on Disney, she's been voiced by Dove Cameron, who's from the Disney program Descendants. If they ever made a live-action version of the character, I wouldn't actually be that mad if they used her. I think she actually looks like the artist rendering a lot. But she's not a half-bad actress, so I mean I could see Dove Cameron doing a live-action version of the role. Okay, don't need that anymore. Oh, there's the pieces for my VenomPool that VenomPool that I forgot to take out. These weapons, these giant katanas. Put them to one side. I forgot to get them out when I did the review. Oops, I just dropped them. Right, I've got a bunch of heads as well to try on this figure. But here she is out of the packaging first of all. Looking very cool indeed. Loving the hood and stuff. Is still in keeping with the Ghost Spider costume. And she's even got like a little jacket on. I love the little jacket with the studs. Although I wish the studs were silver, but actually, oh god, I can't speak. Actually, I'm not sure if they should be silver. Actually, let me have a look at a Gwenom picture. Oh no, they were black. The black on the artist rendering of the little studs. Okay. So articulation. Let's take a look. So the head is on a ball joint. Ooh, I believe I'm saying that. This hood piece will come off, I think, as well, just like the other ones. Head underneath is on a ball joint, though. You can crunch around on that abdomen. She's got the big, long tongue piece there as well, which attaches to the head. So you can make her look left and right and stuff. Her arms do lift out at that side hinge, do also rotate. There's also the single hinged elbow on the female characters for Marvel. Wish it was double hinge, but it's single hinge. And the hands are on ball joints. Loving the clawed hands as well. There's the there's the break at the bust there, so you can the diaphragm hinge, so you can sort of rotate her around. No further waist swivel. The everyone's all one piece like it always is on these Marvel figures. The legs do lift out, not as far as I would have liked for a Spider figure, but pretty far, as well as forwards, backwards, top thigh cut, double hinge knees there. There is actually a boot cut on this one as well, and the feet are on rocker and pivot. She does have little stud things on the little feet as well. And she has holes in the bottom of the feet should you wish to use a display stand. Not that you need to with Marvel Legends, but occasionally it can help with better posing if you want to. I would always prefer to use a bit of a flight stand on one of these characters rather than a straight up base. They do stand on their own pretty well as well. So let me put the arms back down on this one. Just rotate those back down. Ooh. Very stiff, I like it. But let's see if we can go ahead and take the head off. Yeah, very easy. Can we get the head out of this piece here, or is that all tied in together? Right, so it looks like the actual headpiece is fixed. The headpiece is actually fixed to the back of the headdress, so you can't take the black and red head out of there, which is a shame. The jacket will come off the figure though if you wanted to do that. It's a shame about the head. I wish the head would have come off, personally, because I wanted to see if I could get one of the Spider-Gwen heads inside the actual hood. Thought that would have looked pretty cool. But if we wanted to see if we could go ahead and change the look a little bit. This is the head that came with the Disney Store release of Iron Spider. It doesn't actually fully click onto the thing, but you can use it. It is similar scale and gives her a more cartoony appearance. Then we've got the old Spider-Gwen head that came with the original Spider-Gwen figure. Not a bad look. This is the new... Oh, that doesn't fit on at all. The ball's far too small, but this is the new Spider-Gwen head. It will fit on the actual neck piece. It just won't click into place. Sadly, that's like a square peg. The peg's a lot bigger on that one. But yeah, that's what that would have looked like. It's a shame, 'cause that's quite a good look. And then we've got the... I believe that's the Diamond Select head. A little bit on the big side. Yeah, if anything, I would love to get, because I've got a couple of these heads, thanks to the fact that I got both versions of Spider-Gwen. I got the box set version with Miles Morales, and then I got the single carded figure from the first release. So I've got two of these heads. So if anything, I would like to. I would have loved to have tried and get the hood to fit over the top of this, trim the hair down a little bit at the back, put the hood over, and then try and get someone who's a bit of a better painter than me to paint her eyes red, just like in the comic books. And obviously, because their eyes, when she was Gwenom, her eyes went red, you see. So that would have been cool. That would have been a nice one to get. But yeah, either way, she was still a beautiful looking figure. I'll paste up all those different head swaps on Instagram as usual, guys. And if you're a member of the Marvel Legends Community UK group, you probably see them on there as well. Right, guys, so without further ado, let's head on down to the desk cam and take a closer look at Spider-Gwen, or Gwenom, or Ghost Spider, or whatever she's going by this week. So let's head on down to the desk cam. Alright, guys, so here is a Ghost Spider out of the packaging. I'll use the name they've used. But yeah, it is the Gwenom personality that they're portraying here with the big tongue and stuff. And one thing, just to be an ultimate nitpick here, just to be me, I do want to point out that when she does take on the persona of Gwenom, her shoes are no longer blue, they go pink, to match the pink outfit. Just putting that out there. So it does annoy me when the little details go unmissed. They've obviously just used the same book of used before for Spider-Gwen and then just repainted it, I believe. Seems to be more or less an identical figure, just with new hands and things. Same, yeah, it's the same height, isn't it? I believe it's with more or less the same figure. Because that had shin split as well. Yeah, that did. So yeah, I think it is just the same figure repainted and with a bit of changes to it. But yeah, the figure itself is really nice, though. I do like the figure. I love anything to do with sort of Ghost Spider, Spider-Gwen, the Spider-Verse. I do collect all the Spider figures. So this is definitely one I think most people have been after. A lot of people have tried to customize their own version of this figure for a long time. So it's nice that we finally have the option to make, of having it properly on our shelves. Although I think the next big custom that people are going to be doing is definitely the Carnage version. I've seen a lot of fan art of Carnage version of Spider-Gwen, so I can imagine that being the next big thing. But yeah, this figure is beautiful. I love the fact that we could get the blonde heads on there as well. But it's just a shame that the actual hood piece won't fit over it. So we can recreate some of these awesome artwork that we've seen on the comics variant covers. It would be nice to be able to repeat those. So I'm going to try and see if I can get the head out of there. But I also don't want to damage anything. But I would like to see if I can get it out so I can get one of the heads in. So like I said, especially now we've got a couple of versions of this particular head sculpt, it would be nice to trim it down and see if I could get it to fit under the hood. That would be very cool. To have it peering out from under there. But guys, what are your thoughts on Ghost Spider? Is she a character that you like? Let me know in the comments. So this is the Diamond Select version of Spider-Gwen. Along with, like I showed you a second ago, that's the old Marvel Legends version. Just to compare it to some other figures from the Spider-Verse, here's Silk, the new fan variant. If you haven't seen that review, please go check it out. I've got that on the channel right now. And Spider-Woman here as well. And just for a bit of comparison to a male figure in the line, there is my Punisher figure. My custom Punisher. So, that's what you guys think of the sizing and stuff. Let us know in the comments below. But guys, let's go back to the main cam and finish off this video. So guys, what are your thoughts on this figure? Let us know in the comments down below. If you enjoyed today's review, then please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Subscribing really supports us, it really helps out, and helps us to keep making awesome videos. What review do you want to see me do next? Let us know in the comments. And if you want to subscribe or shout out, then please let us know by telling me in the comments you want to subscribe or shout out, or leave us an awesome comment and you might be chosen to have your comment chosen in the next video for the subscriber shouts. But guys, thank you very much for watching. As always, I'm your host, Super Sorrel, and I'll see you in the next video. May the Force be with you.